Bless up, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. Watch, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell if you're new to the channel. Do remember, watch our one here. So, viewers and subscribers, shock and wave as St. Mary are now in a state of disbelief. Jamaica, I get out of control. We need to stop. Fight off with own black brothers and sisters. Because me know say I'm not Chinese, I'm not Indian, I'm not Puerto Rican, I'm not Brazilian. Come to Jamaica, come to do them type of crime and violence. Yeah. Our own black people a fight out to own black people. But before me go no further, make we hear what the news I say. Popular gas station owner shot dead in St. Mary, brawling. A well-known businessman and a gas station owner was shot and killed by gunmen in Tower Isle, St. Mary on Monday night. The deceased has been identified so far only by his alias, sh0t. According to reports reaching the news, the businessman was ambushed near his home by unknown assailants who unleashed a hail of bullets, hitting him repeatedly. The attack has sent shockwave through the usual peaceful community. The police are currently processing the scene. So as you can see, this is something that a neighboring person in the community said. Them hear about over 50 shots fired at the business owner. 50 shots. So tell me something now, my viewers and my subscribers. Why is it that he had to go in a manner like this, where a man will come fire over 50 shot off a man? Tell me something now, Jamaica. If this never planned out, if this wasn't a hit, don't be disbelieved. This was, in truth and in fact, a hit sent for the businessman. Shock and grief as businessman killing rocks the north coast. Shock continues to grip the north coast section of the island after Monday night shooting death of a popular businessman and gas station owner, Samuel Dixon, otherwise called Fragity or Fratty. He was shot and killed by unknown assailants as he arrived home in Tower Isle, St. Mary. The police are yet to provide any official report on the incident, but sources said the gun attack occurred sometime between 6:40 p.m. and 7:15 p.m. on Monday. Initial reports are that Dixon had arrived home and was pounced on by a gunman who fired at his vehicle. He exited from the vehicle and ran, but was pursued by his attacker who shot him several times. Dixon reportedly died at the scene, and a native of Port Antonio, Portland. Dixon owned several businesses along the north coast, mainly in Centon, where he owned 2 gas stations. He also owned a car mart in White River in Ocherias, as well as another in Port Antonio, Portland. A man who worked close with Dixon told the news on Monday night the news was a shock when he heard the news of his businessman demise. Dixon was rich, but he was very kind and never social media user have also been paying their respect to Dixon, with many hailing his contribution to the business sector in the resort town of Ocherias. The Centon police are probing the development. Mr. Dixon is a man who's always giving back something to Jamaica. He's not a man who decides to come and take everything for himself. See why me, as a man, afraid to even open a bag juice stand in a Jamaica, because somebody there about to bad mind you and kill you over your bag juice stand. This is how Jamaica went. This is how Jamaica stay. Why did they put a hit on Dixon? Was he targeted for his business accomplishment, or was he targeted because he was getting too big than other business owners? Questions are being asked, answers needed. Chaos at a business establishment as man pull gun during altercation. A salute of common law, possession of prohibited weapon, and using a firearm to commit a felony. Charge have been laid against 23-year-old Rashan Thomas, otherwise known as Kanate, of Portsea Way, Portsmouth in St. Catherine, following an altercation at a business establishment in Portsmouth on Thursday, March 20. Reports from the Greater Portsmouth Police are that at about 2 p.m., during an argument with a man, Thomas pulled a firearm from his waistband and pointed it at him. Lawmen were summoned, and on their arrival, Thomas was arrested and taken into custody. He was charged on Sunday, March 23rd, after a question and answer session in the presence of his lawyer. Alright, so Thomas had make a risky move by pulling a firearm that was not legal. Now you are in the hands of the authority. So viewers and subscribers, do remember, watch these videos to the end. Like the video for YouTube recommendation. Viewers, we need to be more careful of things that we do. We need to watch our brothers back. Stop bad mind each other and kill off our own black brother and black sister. We need to put a stop to this in Jamaica. Watch the video to the end.